City, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl Vermo and I'm back with another reaction video. Today guys, I'm going to be reacting to when delusional woke people get owned. My first time checking this out and I want to check it out with you guys. But before we get started, we have some amazing people watching us for the first time. If you are new here, hello, I'm Vera. I do reaction videos. We react to different artists on here, react to different songs from all over the world. If this is something that you love, why not join Vera City? Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so that you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. And that's guys, let's go.
When you target someone by attaching their name to your joke, that's okay.
Yeah, but I'm not inciting people. You are inciting people.
You're normalising.
Every single person I've spoken to about the things that you have said about me don't understand any of it. And if I just sit there and interrogate these people who are alleging things about me, I can just sit there and explain to them the context and they go, well, that's not very important, is it?
You're normalising this kind of language.
I'm normalising comedy because at this point comedy is under attack in this country. I'm being investigated for a joke. I can name other comedians who are being investigated for jokes. We have gone down a very dark path. As Orwell says, printed on the front of this building, if liberty is to mean anything at all, it must mean the right to tell people that which they don't want to hear. Do you stand by that or not? This is the BBC. Does the BBC stand by that or not?
Here are some comments from your social media pages.
No. We're living in a time now where a comedian can't even make a joke without someone trying to cancel him. It's ridiculous. We've got to start explaining jokes and genders, otherwise people just have no idea what the fuck's going on.
What a brilliant idea! What do you mean just stop oil? All your stuff is made out of oil, you idiots. Your clothes, these jackets, they're all made out of oil. What the hell are you doing here, making a nuisance of yourselves? It's a joke. Get out the road. You're wasting everybody's time and petrol. All these guys, their engines are running all the time, wasting more bloody oil, you nutters. What is this made out of? What are your clothes made out of? How did your clothes get here? They got here by oil. What are you doing? This makes no sense at all. Just stop oil. You haven't thought about this. If you want to stop oil, you need to stay at home and go live in the forest.
I've done a video about these Muppets before. They're called Just Stop Oil and they basically want to put an end to climate change, but the way they're doing it is just annoying. And like he said, most of the things they use, including their tactics, involve oil. So what they're doing is not helping, it's actually just making things worse and it's just annoying people. I don't think half of them actually even care about what they're doing. I think they just want to be part of something and they love the attention.
So, refugees welcome, the perfect people. Folks, I'm just wondering, you're a part of this organisation? You're a part of this organisation, yeah? I'm just wondering, I have a sign-up form. I'm just wondering, would you like to sign up? It's to have unvetted male migrants in your own home. Would you like to sign up? Sir?
I'm not in a position.
You're not in a position. So who would you suppose would house them then? Would anyone like to house unvetted male migrants in their home? One person? Anyone? I have a sign-up form. They're welcome. I don't have a house. There's a housing crisis. Who would like to house an unvetted male migrant in their home? Anyone? No one. My God. Absolutely no one. Zero. I literally have a sign-up form right here. So where do we house them? Where do we house them? It's a complex issue, just once you understand, but absolutely no one is going to house any of them in their home, unvetted male migrants. I'm just saying, you're a fucking clown. Okay, I'm a foot. Would you want to house male migrants in your home? Unvetted male migrants? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm just asking a question. I don't have a home. I'm not racist. I welcome refugees. Just where do we put them?
Yeah, it's all well and good going out on the street and saying, yeah, let everybody in the country, but as soon as they get in the country, you don't want anything to do with them. You're going to be the first people complaining when there's problems. And it's nothing to do with being racist or having anything against immigrants. It's just stupid to let people in the country without any jobs, no money and no opportunities.
When you say, hey, we have black students at a particular school who aren't performing at that school as well, the immediate assumption that you're making is, well, maybe it's because they're not smart enough, they're not good enough, or they don't belong here. Whereas it could be about the experience that they're having at that institution. Professors who believe that they're not intelligent enough, that they don't have the capability to do the work, that they see them as criminals, deviants, dangerous, up to no good, or they talk about them with the they statements. They're lazy, they don't care, they don't really belong here. They're only here for the financial gain.
I'm giving you actual facts.
No,
right?
I'm giving you actual facts based upon extensive
say, well, maybe they just don't feel good, but that's not the case. I mean, I went to university. I did not feel good, right? I didn't pull the best grades in high school. Probably got into a better university than I should have gotten into based on my performance in high school. It wasn't because of my feelings. It's because I wasn't focused on it, and that we're talking about a cultural problem. What's going on back at home, as was in my circumstance, and none of that is because of institutionalized policy. It almost seems like you guys refuse to accept that, Black students aren't performing well. You feel like you have to have this burden of responsibility when, in fact, if you actually wanted to help, you would look at the facts, re-examine the fact that it's not helping anybody. It's not helping Black Americans to artificially place them into universities, and you'd make effective change.
But you're making the assumption that Black students are academically inferior, and they're not.
No,
they're some of our most brilliant students that we have.
Basic. No. That you are making the assumption that they are inferior.
You just said that they don't belong there.
Policies. I'm talking about the students that are based on the policies that you are defending right now, saying that we should have these policies that let them into these universities, not based on their skill set, but based on the color of their skin. So you are assuming that they are inferior.
Stop going on about it. Stop saying that we've got to put Black people in certain positions just because they're Black. Same with the movies. Stop giving certain actors roles just because they're Black. Give them the role because they're the best at the role. It makes Black people look like we've got some sort of handicap. It's ridiculous. And also, you're just recreating the problem that you want to solve, because that means that white people end up getting mugged off and they don't get to get into universities or get certain roles.
So can you change your ethnicity? Is it possible?
No.
But you can change your gender?
Yes.
Do you think you can change your gender?
Physically, yeah.
Of course you can change your gender.
If you can change your gender, can you change your race?
No.
Why?
Because that's just how you're born.
Isn't your gender how you're also just
Exactly.
born?
Yeah, I see where you're getting with, but right now we do have surgeries available to change gender. We don't have that for race yet. So maybe in the future that could be something.
No, you can't change your race. I feel like one is actually a stagnant part of identity, and the other one is serious, but it's in a different form. It's not the same concept. Race is your roots, where you were born with from, ages ago. So I think
isn't your gender what you're born with too?
That's true, but I think it's a different
Gotcha, bitch! So if you can identify with a different gender, why can't you identify with a different race?
The biological side of it, because race has no biological connections whatsoever. It's purely based off of physical appearances.
I just asked you if it was biological, you said yes.
Is recognized off of skin color. If you weren't on skin color your whole life.
Right, because it's biological.
Mm-hmm. What? I mean, sex has biological backings, but gender is not. Gender is a spectrum.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
We are 100% getting dumber as a species. It's crazy that these people are in college. They're actually in higher education and they can't even answer a simple question. And they can't recognise when they're completely contradicting themselves. And even the ones that realise they're contradicting themselves, they won't say they are because they're too scared to get cancelled by the little woke mob.
A woman.
What is it? That's a stupid question, dude. That's a dumb question.
What is a woman? It's not a trick question.
Who identifies as a woman?
You can't answer the question with the question. Yeah, define the woman without saying woman.
It's a social defined by
The college kids of America going hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt who think it's a trick question when you ask them what a woman is.
What is a woman?
What?
A woman is somebody who presents, that's our social conception of womanhood.
So you
acts in such a way.
So Pixie, just can you answer that question without using the word woman or womanhood?
It's because basically it would be a functional definition. So as a society, we have an understanding of what woman is.
What is that?
Man. Yeah, that's basically.
I am a man.
Well then.
Can you elaborate? XY chromosomes.
Okay, but the problem with that is that I didn't check your chromosomes before coming in here and calling you a man, and you didn't check my chromosomes before coming in here.
Or genitals.
Or genitals, calling me a woman.
So let me just play this out. So first of all, you can't give me a definition without using the word woman.
That's a functional definition. Yeah, sure. Do you know what functional definitions are?
I'm very well aware, and you should have a functional definition for the most important question in civilization, right? Can you give me an objective, a functional, utilitarian, any sort of biological definition of what a woman is?
It's a person who performs a set of social roles that are typically associated with feminine characteristics, but not necessarily, because there are even cis women who fall outside of this, and we still consider them women nonetheless.
Do you think anyone can become a woman?
Yep, but not anyone will.
Okay, so then at what point do they become a woman?
It will depend on where they are in their gender transition for the most part.
Does it require drugs to become a woman?
No.
Personally, I think it's a mindset. It's a spiritual energy. It's the vibe that you give off. You know, like
the vibe.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What is a woman?
Can you skip me?
We'll come back to her.
I'm a woman.
That's the best answer.
I'm a woman.
What is a woman?
Like, I don't.
A woman is someone who identifies as a woman.
What constitutes as a woman is the energy that you give off and that you want to put out into the world.
So if being a woman or female is a mindset, can your age also be a mindset? Can you just say, I feel 14, which is a classifiable mental condition, by the way?
Yes, I know people that act way younger than they actually are, and they love acting way younger than they actually are. And I know people that, you know, like act way older than they are, and they, you know, and they pride themselves in that. And
but if your identity is an energy or a feeling that can change, why would it be wrong for a 35-year-old to say he's 14? Therefore,
because he's not.
But then how is someone who has male parts a woman if he's not a woman?
That's two different things.
Why? It's a mindset, isn't it?
Time.
Your age isn't a mindset.
Exactly.
I mean,
but then why is your sex or your gender a mindset and your age isn't?
Gotcha. She was talking before about functional definition. She's not even got a functional brain cell. Most of these girls need Michael.
Crazy. How would you say that a woman is a mindset? Like, that is crazy. If you'd ask me who is a woman, I would tell you a woman is a female. So they are saying you can change your gender, but you cannot change your race. Your race is where you are from. What about your gender? Your gender is who you are. That is who you are. That was what you were born with. So why are people changing their gender? That is who you are. That is what you're born with. A few days ago, there was an event where they wanted to pick the best dressed female, and they picked a gay. He's a man, did all the surgeries to become a woman. Bobrisky, he did all the surgeries to become a woman. He dressed like a woman, did his makeup, and he won best dressed female. Isn't that crazy? How would a man win best dressed female? And that story has been causing a whole lot of trouble on the internet in my country lately. And I don't blame people for, you know, talking down on the whole situation, because it doesn't even make sense to me. Like, he's literally a man who has changed. I'm not even sure he changed his gender. He just did surgeries. He got his boobies. He did his butt, BBL stuff. He did his whole skin. That was literally what he did. And now they refer to him as a woman, to the point that he's even getting best dressed female. Like, that is crazy, and is an insult on the females. All the females that were present at that event, they were literally, you know, angry, and were like, why does this award have to go to him? Which doesn't even make any sense. So now these ladies, they can't even defend themselves. You're saying being a woman is a mindset. What can't your age be a mindset? If I sit down here and say, oh, I'm 6 years old, I'm 6 years old, does that make me 6 years old? Even if I wear pampers, diapers, put the baby, whatever, it still doesn't make me a baby. So no matter what you do as a man, you try to transform yourself, get your boobies, get everything, you are still a man. You are still a man. Because that was what we were born with. That is your roots. That is your origin. You are still a man. It is not a mindset at all. Someone was saying being a woman is the kind of vibe that you have. That doesn't even make sense. What kind of definition is that? A woman is a female. You are born with the female genitals. The genitals of a female. That is what differentiates a male from a male. When I see somebody, you see the person with boobies, you see the person, you know that, oh, this is definitely a female. The female genitals, the male genitals, they differentiate a man from a woman. That is my own definition of a woman, without saying the word woman. the female. A woman is a female with the female genitals. So if you're a man trying to become a female, no matter how much you modify yourself, you are still a man. You're still a man, and that can never go away. It can never go away from you. So the earlier you start accepting yourself, the better for you. What do you guys think about this video? Drop a comment down below. I certainly enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, give it a huge thumbs up and please share this video. If you're new here, join Veracity. Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so that you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. Let me hear your thoughts on this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.